Hello, and thank you for tuning in once again. Today is going to be chicken jerky and sweet potato fries. All you will need to make the jerky is ever how many chicken breasts you wish to use. Once you have all your chicken breasts out, you may want to trim off any excess fat on them. Once the fat is off, then cut the breasts into as thin of pieces as possible. Once you have the chicken cut into thin strips, you'll be ready to put it on a cookie sheet or a pizza pan as I'm doing. Be sure to spray whatever you use so it does not stick. Also, you can use a food dehydrator, but make sure to have parchment paper or something on the bottom rack to make sure that the liquid that will drip from the chicken does not come into contact with the heating element. Here I just transfer the chicken into the oven. I set the dial to 200 degrees, even though I ended up having to be somewhere, so I upped it to 250 degrees after a while. In about an hour or a little over, it was done. Once it is done, this is how it looks. And now that we're done with the jerky, it's time to move on to the sweet potato fries. For the fries, I used turmeric, cinnamon, olive oil, and 1 sweet potato. First thing you want to do is cut up your sweet potato into about French fry size sticks. After I had the sweet potato cut up, I took a bowl and I added in 3 tablespoons of olive oil, followed by a half teaspoon of both the turmeric and the cinnamon. Once I had everything in the bowl, I took a whisk and mixed it all up. Now that I have it all mixed up, I add in the sweet potatoes and stir it all up. Before putting these on the cookie sheet, I highly recommend putting tin foil over the cookie sheet first. Therefore, you will not have a grand mess to have to clean off your cookie sheet once they are done. Once the cookie sheet has foil on it, I dump the fries out of the bowl onto the cookie sheet. Then I take a spatula and scrape the bowl so that way I can get a lot more of the mix onto the sweet potatoes. I baked these at 400 degrees for 24 minutes, turning halfway. However, I think it would be better probably to bake them for about 20 minutes and turn them halfway. Here are how mine turned out at 24 minutes. As you can see, they look a little bit burnt, which is why I think a little less time would be better. And once again, the all-important taste test. As always, thank you for watching, and please like the video if you liked it. Be sure to share it with your friends and subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you very much for doing so. Have a nice day, and I will see you next week.